All right, welcome to you gotta let the beat come in. Episode 11 of the Vibe Controllers.
I thought this 12, nigga. This
12. Episode 12 of the fuck man.
This nigga 12.
Edit it out. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 12, season 2 of the Vibe Controllers podcast. This is the first episode of season 2. We are excited to be here. Thank y'all for hanging in with us when we took a good, nice sabbatical. As always, I am Cocky McFly. I can't forget who I was for a second. And I'm with my nigga. Say what's up to the people, Merc.
What's up to the people, Merc?
All right, we starting off on a good note on goddamn the second season. And then, you know, today we got our first guest. Since we've been doing it the other 11 times. And our first guest, you may know him of Parenthood fame. You may know him dealing with various kids and trying to teach their parents to stop fucking up spending all that money on them for college. And he's a talented rapper and producer. We have none other than our good friend. Fifth Child is in the building.
Fifth Child is in the business.
Say hey to the people.
Hey to the people,
Fifth Child.
Hey to the people.
We can end the show. That's it. Hey, you out here.
It's a party.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he is going to be leading the discussion today, and our topic.
One got to go.
All the terrible. Or maybe
just one got to go. So
one got to go, but we just discussing the
black sitcoms.
The black sitcoms. You know, we know y'all love some black TV. Most of it was terrible. Shout out to Tubi. And we just gonna
Tubi got all the terrible black fans. They got all of them.
Bro, they got Tyrese and some stuff I ain't never seen.
I'm talking about
Lance Gross, it's top tier terrible. But anyway, man, we about to tap in, get into this discussion, have some fun. We out here. All right, man. So we about to get into this discussion. One got to go. So the subject we just all black sitcoms. Now, disclaimer: we don't know which one is on what list.
How they group.
We don't know nothing. All we know is that Fifth Child is gonna give it to us, and then we gonna debate on which one got to go. And now, go. Now we will begin.
All right, so category number 1,
Okay.
we're gonna take it easy, is 1970s.
Okay.
So we got Sanford and Son, Good Times, The Jeffersons, and What's Happening.
Man,
That's tough, man. One got to go?
Got to.
Damn.
Because what's happening is really low key.
What happening low key funny.
It's funny.
It's real funny, man.
They just didn't get the mainstream. Well, I don't know, because Rod was out here.
Yeah, right.
In the 70s. Because he had a couple, but damn.
Let me say this, man. Now, Good Times was Good Time. Good Time you pissed me off because they could have been out them projects if it wasn't for old girl, the mama, Florida Evans. It's her fault.
Yeah, we all know.
James stayed getting a good job today. I guess she just wanted to be in Cabrini Green for the rest of her goddamn life.
Because James got killed then.
In Jackson.
In Jackson.
Look it up. He got killed. The motorcycle accident was in Jackson.
And that's definitely not good for the way crime is right now. Thank you.
Because that's a lie. Because James really just left her ass.
He really
got him somebody down here in Jackson. He didn't want to go back home. She didn't want him to take that bread.
She didn't want to take the bread.
Whole nother subject. If I had to choose one though
To go.
I would probably say the Jeffersons.
To go.
For me.
Not for me.
I would probably say the Jeffersons. I think that out of those, to me, the Jeffersons probably, I like the premise of the show, but I think it's the least funniest to me. Sherman Hemsley is top tier funny.
Especially if we think about memorable lines and memorable episodes, you can remember stuff from What's Happening. You can remember stuff from from Good Times. What was the other one?
Sanford
Son. You could definitely remember stuff from Sanford.
I can remember stuff from the Jeffersons.
Well, I can remember stuff from the Jeffersons too, but if I had to get rid of one, fuck Good Times.
Man, really? Dynamite?
Man, that's it.
Bruh.
Dynamite!
Janet Jackson getting burned with the iron?
Man, Penny. Like, that's it. But yeah, Good Times. I ain't got to watch that.
So Jeffersons and Good Times.
Yeah, for me.
Because we got a whole lot more.
That's good. Come on, give us the next one. We good.
All right, so this is the 1980s.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna be tough.
Maybe depending on what he put on his list.
1980s. The Cosby Show. 227. Amen. A Different World.
Oh no, man. Cause some I like gonna have to go.
Yeah. In light of what has happened over the last few years.
Maybe we should just
get rid
of the GP. We should get rid of the Cosby Show. Now that we know what all of it means now.
I'm just saying, we can't fool with you, Bill.
Oh, the irony that Bill was a gyno. Ain't that something?
You do. And that's it. after these last few years, Bill, I came. If this was a different time, I probably would have said 227. But Bill, you got to go.
Yeah, man.
And Cosby Show was more memorable, but it wasn't more funny than those other three.
Oh no! If we talking about funny,
and Different World really like superseded it. It really like.
I would argue that A Different World was a better sitcom than the Cosby Show.
Yeah, I think for the purpose of it, because when the Cosby Show first came out, I think it was nothing on TV like that. And then
you had never seen a successful black family.
Yeah, once it got into that groove, then it was like one of the things I respect about the Cosby Show is that they knew when to end it.
I agree. They never overstayed their welcome.
Yeah. So you can't say it was like bad seasons.
And I can appreciate it from the perspective of you seeing black folks being successful. The rest of the sitcoms is always they either in the projects, the black kids either adopted a different strokes, or the Jeffersons, they came from nothing and struck it rich. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, if out of them for real, because if it's something I can watch over and over, Different World.
Let me tell you something. Amen. Way funnier than all them shows.
That's true. Riley was top tier funny, man. Let me tell you.
You got 10 cents. This ain't no 10.
This ain't no 10.
We got so much to talk about.
Right.
Man,
we got
this
so
our
much
show.
to talk about.
Nah, this is your show, sir. Whatever you would like us to do.
I'm free.
You hear me? All right, man. Here's what you need. Because what we did 70s.
We did 70s,
80s. All right, so I assume these are the 90s.
These are the 90s, but there's actually the first.
What's the caveat?
The first option in the 90s actually started in '89, but we still lumped it with the 90s.
They got to be fancy.
And so the 90s are Family Matters, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Martin, and the Jamie Foxx Show.
But you know what, kid? What got to go? You got me fried if you get on here. No Jamie Foxx Show slander shall prosper.
Man, let me tell you, them Jingles 2000 seasons was the pits, man.
Well, hell,
it was terrible.
The last few seasons of mine were terrible too. If we don't compare terrible seasons,
that's true. But if I had to get rid of one, you goddamn right. Fuck the Fresh Prince.
That's right. Yeah. By wheel slap.
And that ain't got nothing to do with him getting slapped. I ain't never liked the show like that. So I'm good.
I definitely enjoyed Jeffrey. I definitely enjoyed James Avery. I definitely enjoyed the real unveiled Janet Dubois.
But let me tell you something. Family Matters really was kind of a revolutionary show. Like Steve Urkel was on top, bro,
for a long time.
A good
really
10
still
years,
now.
89 to like mid 90s, kind of 97. Family Matters was in there. Cause
man,
they had, like, bro, and it wasn't like it was a great, because this is when families used to get together, stay at home on Friday night. So it was like perfect family television. That TGI lineup was really undefeated. Y'all slept on Perfect Strangers.
They did. But Perfect Strangers was really good.
Step by Step was
good too. Like all them shows, man. Like they really like slept on them shows, but they always had top tier. Like ABC on the cool had super top tier program. Shout out to Hang with Mr. Cooper too. But yeah, if I had to get rid of one out of those, I would definitely get rid of Fresh Prince.
I wish I could have hung out with Jaleel White back when he was there. Boy, I tell you, boy,
I know he was smoking.
And Jaleel smoking now.
Mm-hmm. Him and Snoop got some weed together.
They got some weed. Jaleel be high on his Instagram, and let me tell you, it is just a beautiful sight to see Urkel smoking weed.
The boy ass so big, I can't tell you.
They just, you look at the people, they big and red. Over look like red hots. Look out.
All right, so this is the next category.
Baked bean
this is gonna be too easy, but you know, this is just how it is. So the Kings of Comedy.
This
is the next category.
This
is the next category. Bernie Mac Show.
The best.
Steve Harvey Show.
The second best.
The Hughleys.
The worst.
And The Neighborhood, which is
The Neighborhood good.
Show.
Now
The Neighborhood started off rocking.
It was good, but you got it. But see, you got the loop said in with
the Steve Harvey show
because
you got
said,
true.
They basically was the stars of the show. They bounced off each other.
That dynamic really is what made that show what it was. So
yeah,
but even with that, I mean, The Neighborhood, man, listen, hanging with the Hughleys, meet the Hughleys, fuck the Hughleys, whatever it is.
Now hold up, what's the name?
It wasn't good.
Was Elise Neal?
Elise Neal? Oh yeah, let me tell you, top 5. Yes, she up there.
Yeah, she still look good.
She still look good.
About 60.
I heard she's not very nice in person.
Ain't got nothing to do with
But anyway, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But let me tell you.
But she does look good. But anyway, she from Memphis, Tennessee. There's a fun fact for you.
Memphis 10.
But yeah, man. If out of those, like Dia had the worst show.
He did have.
He had the worst routine in the Kings of Comedy.
Oh, wait a minute now. I wouldn't say. Well, okay. The routine was really good. He probably had the least memorable.
Man, it was the worst, bro. Everybody was better than him. Sid was better than him. Cause that's the only. Cause we know who the best was.
He wasn't bad that night.
I mean, he just wasn't better than the other people.
He definitely wasn't better than the other people that night.
Yeah, he had the worst routine on King of Comedy. But I mean, they came. I don't know. That's a good question. They may be for another episode some other time. Who do you put if you take him out? Who do you put in his place?
Well, originally he wasn't actually. Guy Torrey was on that tour.
Oh God. Well,
so Guy Torrey was actually hosting that tour, but he got a call to do American History X, I think is what it was, and he ended up, taking that movie money. So
he should have kept that money because that was terrible. Guy Torrey. That's on Tubi too, probably.
It is.
See, terrible. All right, so that was Kings of Comedy. So what's the next category?
So at first I was gonna call it siblings, but everybody on here isn't necessarily a sibling. So it's just 2 leads, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's the Wayans brothers, Sister, Keenan and Kel, My Brother and Me.
What? Oh, well, that's it.
What?
That's it.
You reaching. You just had to find some shit. You couldn't find nothing else, could you?
Yeah,
My Brother and Me.
Them haircuts was already bad.
Boy, them niggas had the worst ball phase in the world, man.
So that was one thing. I mean, I would have said the Wayans brothers. They
high top ball phase.
Wayans brothers really wasn't that funny. They were just super goop. Marlon got on my nerves because he was just extra. But My Brother and Me was man. Terrible, bro. Like, was it on Nickelodeon?
It was on Nickelodeon.
Well, there's a problem.
You had to find. Wasn't Megan good in My Brother and Me, or was that cousin Skeeter? My cousin Skeeter.
Yeah, she wasn't in My
Before
Brother.
She got
was nobody in there, but what was the boy name? Ralphie.
The boy Alfie.
Alfie. Ralphie. Was it Alfie or Ralphie?
What, My Cousin Skeeter?
No.
I think it was Alfie.
My brother and me. The main
Alfie and Dee Dee.
Alfie and Dee Dee.
Terrible and terrible.
They found the biggest lip black kids they could find.
I'm talking about
big mouth ass chin. Put them on there, man. It's just this.
Man, bro, that show
Nickelodeon.
I may have watched 3 episodes, man. It was terrible, bro.
My brother.
You saw the Hit Me episode.
Hit me.
What happened? I got hit.
Get this off my TV.
I can't believe you put this. You know what?
Damn,
you know
you
what's
Nickelodeon.
shocking? That you didn't find anything with Wesley Jonathan in. That is what's shocking to me.
Man, he was in the sports sitcom, but that wasn't black though.
Nah,
But we ain't talking about that.
we got to talk about like top tier D-list black actors. Wesley Jonathan is on that list. He on that. That nigga best role was Sweetness. Role bounce.
I mean, I guess you can go ahead and go
All
to the
right,
next.
so the next one is underrated.
Okay.
Underrated sitcoms.
I already know my favorite, but
So,
you ain't got it.
We got to get
Here they
one
go.
off of.
Thea, Rock, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, In the House, One-on-One, The Parenthood.
Now we're getting
rid of one.
First of all, Rock was a great show.
It's a shame Rock didn't get the flowers that they should have
It
got. Rock was amazing.
Such a great show. Brandy was better to me in Thea
Then she was in
Moesha. Her and Jason Weaver.
Jason Weaver.
Was the brother. Very good show.
First of all, if we talking about Jason Weaver, y'all go listen to that album, that first album he had. I'm telling you, man, it was a good piece of work.
He's very talented.
Good piece of work.
Very talented individual.
He was Simba.
Yes, he was.
Sang the songs.
So, but In the House, I'm cool.
And he was Michael Jackson.
Keep In the
That
House.
was
LL Cool J,
Cool.
Dwayne Martin.
Well, Maya Campbell.
Yep,
was on that.
Dwayne Martin. Wasn't Patti LaBelle? No, that was Out All Night.
That was Out All Night.
Which is also terrible. But yeah, you get rid of that. The Parenthood, because we fool with Robin Townsend.
Robert Townsend is just.
And we also support you, Steve.
That's
We
right.
love
Let me tell
Parenthood.
you, because Robert Townsend gets no slanting. And you know, Steven, you done well for yourself. You didn't waste
tell
all
you.
your parenthood money like we thought you
You
would.
did a great job in Parenthood.
I said, look at Steven playing that piano and writing them songs.
If y'all go look at a picture,
What happened to
Kenny?
Kenny?
Kenny from Parenthood, side by
But,
side
you know
with
what?
Stephen Brown without facial
Thank
hair.
you, thank you.
They twins.
Thank you, Cocky McFly. I'm
You
gonna
know
go
what?
and mean that right now.
I'm talking about top tier. And Kenny from and fun fact, Kenny from Parenthood was also in Boomerang.
He was also in Boomerang.
Remember the one
Remember
of
them
the
little
kids?
kids? The
That
little
was at the
kids
art thing
You know, one of her
Halle Berry?
students. One of Halle Berry little students.
Kenny
from the Parenthood.
From the
Oh yeah, I
Black
found the
Panther.
pig. I found the pig.
They the same.
This is going up.
Now you don't look like him now, but 5 years ago y'all was out here.
He had-
Y'all was Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, he had them Here I Go braids. Here I go.
Y'all was out here.
He
did have weave braids.
He had weave
He
braids.
had weave braid bob.
He had a weave braided bob.
He had that bob. I'm sorry.
Kenny Blank. That's his name. Kenny Blank.
That was his real name.
Kenny Blank.
All right, so that was what was that? That was like underrated. That was underrated.
Underrated.
So yeah, go ahead.
The next category is female leads. Female leads.
Okay.
And so we got the Parkers,
Okay.
Moesha,
Bad.
Living Single, Half and Half,
Mm-hmm.
Girlfriends.
First of all, let me give a shout out to one of my all-time crushes, Miss Essence Atkins.
Yes, that is still fine.
50 years old. She looks good.
She look magnificent.
Still looking 25.
Ooh, them legs. Huh.
I just want you to know that I've always loved you. And whatever that man did to you, I can cure.
Hey, why Smart Guy ain't on this
Let me
list?
stop. So,
Oh.
but anyway, who female lead?
Bye, Moesha.
Moesha got to go. Yeah, we out.
If for nothing else but them, them abysmal ass poems.
Them poems and Fredro Starr being your TV boyfriend, you can't win like that. You just can't.
And the way they did Essence. I mean, not Essence, but the way they did Old Girl. Countess Vaughn.
Her daddy was man. He was a car salesman. He sold Saturns.
That man sold
Let
Saturns.
me tell you, I'm sorry, Moesha was really trying to push that Saturn. Like, clearly, Saturn was a sponsor.
Who was that? Wasn't Shirley Ralph?
Shirley Ralph.
Shirley Ralph always old mean ass mammy.
She was actually nice. She was the stepmama because the real mama passed away. She was nice, and she is. Let me tell you, she doing some top tier acting in Abbott Elementary too, man. Like, again, that's the best show on TV right there.
Did Shirley Ralph? She should have never let Lauryn Hill get on that bus.
Man,
she ain't been the same since.
Man, hurry up.
Should never.
Because the other ones on there were Girlfriends, Half and Half.
Yeah, Girlfriends was straight to them last couple seasons.
Yeah, they were just reaching for straws then. I think it was like contractually.
People started leaving the show, so it was like the storyline. They were keeping people in the storylines who were no longer on the show.
And then they drugged that shit with what's her name and Todd out way too long.
Tony and Todd, no, they had ended. It was the Tony and Joan
got into it.
The Tony and Joan beef that they tried to make that a thing throughout, like the last seasons. It was just bad. It was time to move on.
Did y'all even?
Yeah.
I didn't even talk about Half and Half.
Oh well,
I enjoy Half and Half.
I talked about Essence.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And Rachel True, man, Rachel True, beautiful too, man, absolutely beautiful. Then that was kind of like. Thelma Hopkins or Thelma, I don't know how she said it.
Hey, she underrated.
She hadn't really been on TV for a while.
She always been good.
But when she came back to that, I don't remember. Then that was the old boy that played the daddy in the shit, man. Dear Black People. I mean, Dear White People. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he played who? The old dude.
Yeah. Essence and Rachel True daddy. He was
Barry Gordon.
He was Barry Gordon. What was
it was one of them low budget movies, man.
So
Gordy
these
Beard.
are terrible shows.
No,
terrible shows.
So we got to keep all the ones except one, and they all terrible.
Yep. One is terrible list.
Okay. Man, if you put Smart Guy on this list, you ain't shit.
And the list is Malcolm and Eddie.
It is.
House of Pain.
House of Pain. Oh.
The Game. All of Us.
All of Us.
It's Dwayne Martin, Lisa Ray.
Oh, man.
And Smart Guy.
First of all, ain't no Smart Guy was good, man.
Smart Guy was
you gone with that, bruh.
It was a great show.
You know what? This your last time.
Which also...
we don't even know why we brought you. We should have not had guests. You shouldn't even been here.
Yeah, Smart Guy was a great show. Which also featured...
Essence Atkins. And Taj Mallory.
Out here. But outside of Smart Guy, you get rid of all of them.
And the other Gooding.
Because they all...
Omar Gooding.
Yeah, Omar was in. He was a Smart Guy. With Jason Weaver. But again, if you want to... And the daddy was in... I think he ended up being another terrible black sitcom, which was Cuts. That was a spin-off of... that was Flex Show. It was a spin-off of One-on-One. Cuts. With Marcus Houston.
Marquez Houston.
Terrible.
Yeah, Marcus was like the...
Remember, you don't remember that?
Man.
Go look it up.
With a K.
With a K-U, I think K-U-T-Z.
K-U-T-Z.
It was terrible, bro.
Cuts with a K.
Terrible. You hear me?
And the K stand for crap.
And it was a spin-off of One-on-One. They tried. The CW was out here with some money.
They were just trying to get black folks sitcoms.
But yeah, all them, except for Smart Guy, get rid of it. Because that Lisa Ray show was the pits. And Dwayne Martin is probably one of the worst black actors out here.
How did Dwayne Martin get work?
Because he sleep with Tisha Campbell. He was married to Tisha Campbell.
He slept with a lot of women apparently. That's probably why they ain't together no more.
But he was with Tisha Campbell and she had clout.
Dwayne Martin, all he was with the nigga with the weak ass jump shot. And you know.
I mean, he was cold in the He was terrible acting.
No.
But still, he keep it roll because Deliver Us from Evil, terrible.
He was low key funny. I don't know who doing the writing for that.
He was one of the brothers.
He was one of the brothers.
Well, one of the guys
who was dating one of the sisters.
And I'm sorry, why I watch this stuff in my life and pollute my brain. All right, man. I don't know how many more lists we get. Two more.
This really let you know that black folk and the sitcoms was out here.
Yeah, we don't. And clearly, we had too much damn time on our hands. Our parents was terrible. Just watch half and half. Sit down.
Say that. You do your homework at school, so you come home watch all that bullshit.
All right, man. Where we at?
So as I'm looking at this list, the next category is 2000s. I'm seeing stuff I could have switched out from the terrible one, but
we good.
This is what we got: My Wife and Kids, Eve, Everybody Hates Chris, Meet the Browns. That's So Raven.
We can stop right there. First of all, I ain't watching That's So Raven because that was on Disney. But we definitely getting rid of Meet the Browns.
Meet the Browns was
There's no need to even discuss that. That's
deal with Meet the Brown was terrible. The movie was terrible. The play was terrible.
I leave that at that.
It just was all bad.
What I will say is Eve had a pretty good show, man. It was
decent.
Oh, it was really underrated.
R.I.P. to I can't remember my name, but the girl that was in Babs actually was co-starring in that.
Yeah, Eve had a really, really low key.
She really kind of carried it.
My Wife and Kids is top tier. My Wife and Kids is of course he's the funniest out of all of them. To me, he is.
Easy, yes. Stand up, yeah.
I mean, funniest period. Stand up. And
I'm saying
minus Blank Man, but stand up. Minus Blank Man, because I ain't gonna never forget him for that. But
this nigga, a real superhero with a onesie and a sheet tied around his neck.
Yeah, that was terrible, bro. He's on Tubi. But anyway, Tubi gonna have to pay us. You hear me?
Tubi, cut the check, Tubi.
Y'all hit Tubi up, tell them to pay us. Cause look,
you gonna have to pay in a minute. Like right now, you can watch all that for free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to pay us. But anyway, My Wife and Kids top tier. We definitely getting rid of Meet the Browns. I can't tell you that I've ever watched an episode of That's So Raven.
I have probably stumbled upon an episode of one.
She got her money though. I give it an end. What's that boy name who lost it, man?
Orlando. What's the other name? Orlando Brown.
Yeah, the boy lost it.
He done gave his life over to Christ now and doing gospel rap.
What are your thoughts on Everybody Hates Chris?
Oh, I loved
Everybody.
Yeah, it was very well written. I like narrated shows that are like super funny, and Tashina Arnold really like kind of.
I like how they let Chris narrate too, because it gave that true story aspect to it. Kind of elevated. Yeah, we don't give a damn about her.
Yeah, fuck to your Chris.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
I ain't gonna say that to your face.
Man, fuck that nigga, man.
He ain't gonna listen to this.
He ain't say nothing to that white man when he grabbed his dick.
All right.
Nah.
I'm out.
All right, so
nah.
Last category is new shows. New shows.
I probably don't know none of these.
You do. The Upshaws.
Okay.
Carmichael Show.
Okay.
Abbott Elementary.
Top tier.
Blackish. Black AF. Keenan.
Black A. That was on Netflix, right? I ain't like
That's Kenya Bird.
That's
so
Kenya
same
Bird.
guy that created.
I ain't like that either. I
Yeah.
couldn't get into it, man.
Oh,
It
not
just-
Girlfriends. Blackish.
Blackish.
She created Blackish.
I
couldn't
watched
get
it.
into it.
I watched it, but it wasn't. It was like a more. I guess it was like Blackish with curse words, kind of, and it just wasn't that. It wasn't very good. I watched every episode, but I really didn't just laugh. If that makes sense. Like I didn't laugh at any of the episodes, but I watched it though. So yeah, if I had to get rid of one, I would definitely be that. What folk do need to do is give David Allen Greer his flowers. that man funny, and he been funny for years.
Been funny for years.
He really was on the. He was to me. He was on the level with Eddie Murphy and all them guys. Like he top tier funny, man. Like,
and people really don't underestimate him. They don't know a lot about him from a writing and producer standpoint as well too. Like he got a lot of credits on a lot of stuff that you see out here in Hollywood. So, and obviously, a lot of that credit goes to Keenan for really like creating a platform to put these brilliant people out there. Like you wouldn't know who David Allegretti was, or even Jim Carrey, and some more folks as well too.
the Keenan he is speaking of is Keenan Ivory Wayans.
That's right. He is our Mario Van Peebles.
So, but yeah, man, and Keenan, the show Keenan, not Keenan Ivory Wayans, but the Keenan from Keenan and Kel, he won.
That's another brilliant
He was
writer
out
too.
like, let me tell you, man,
Brilliant.
and they wasn't they were pushing Kel. They wasn't pushing Keenan to the forefront. He
I
really
wonder if it was because he was a big dude.
I think Kel just was, at the time, he was just like very animated, and I guess that was something that Nickelodeon was going for. So, but Keenan really got out there and grinded, and when he hit Saturday Night Live, it was on.
Cause he like the longest tenured member of the ever.
He just hit like 1,500 sketches.
Yeah.
So I mean, and like he is super talented, and he still looks 16. It's crazy.
You know, when they
And he reaching back now too, so like
he does.
Yeah,
He
he reaching back. He
definitely does.
creating a platform for. He's doing something now. Where he's going from city to city, creating a platform for comedians to perform on his shows when he comes in town. So like that's kind of like the gist of it that I know of. But yeah, that's super dope too.
You know, I didn't realize it till I was watching the episode of Saturday Night Live, the last one that Eddie Murphy hosted. And, you know, in his opening monologue, he had him out there, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, and then Keenan came out there, and I was like,
Yep.
like, you're right. Like,
Yep.
like, yeah.
Because honestly,
like, yeah.
you know, like,
Because since he was 12 years
cause,
old, like,
because Keenan around the same age as all of us, and so if you talking about like comedians of our era, like he the guy. He like the top male comedians. Like he's the guy. Because you know Chappelle, like they 50, and you know we know Eddie Murphy. He was hot in the 80s, but like you talking about like kids, like we grew up as kids. Like he was on. What was that? We saw him on All That.
he was funny then.
He was funny then, and then Keenan and Kel, and then Good Burger, and then like all these movies where he was like, you know, like a guest star, or he was just like a sidekick. Like he was still shining. Barbershop, good them kinds of things. I mean, he was funny though. But like now, you think, man, shoot, Keenan out here, like he the man.
And he's still so like he's super humble, man. Just like and he mad rich.
Like that part. But if you gonna take anything, you know, you gotta take one off. What I said on that list of new shows. Yeah.
You said Black AF.
Yeah,
it would
yeah,
tell.
man. King just
King just ran out.
as a creative, you know, you try to expand your creative freedom, man. Yeah, that just wasn't it.
Well, I think one of them things just you get like when you get into that network type deal, and you know you've been so successful with a formula, you just kind of get so pigeonholed into like trying to recreate that in a way to where you know you don't really they want to keep doing that because they want their ratings. So, but he was on Netflix, so he could have went a little different route, but you know, same stuff. So apparently we got one more category.
Le Bonnet.
We got
Bonus
the
category.
bonus category.
Boy, you gonna have a lot of editors.
I know.
It's your fault.
What's the bonus category?
The bonus category is black cartoons. Okay. One gotta
got to go.
It's gonna be easy though.
Yeah.
The Proud Family,
Stays.
Absolutely.
the PJs,
Stays.
Boondocks,
Stays.
Not the best.
the Cleveland Show.
Fuck that shit. Hell no, man.
Nah, man.
What What do y'all do over here and get to college?
I said it was gonna be easy. I don't like that show.
Fox News, that was
terrible.
bad. Trying to make a Black Simpsons.
Fox knew what they were doing.
They were trying to make a Black
like,
Simpsons. It was just bad.
Dude wasn't even funny on The Simpsons. Like,
well, I mean, that's obvious, but it was terrible. That was a terrible attempt at trying to like make a urban
Cleveland.
Make an urban comedy. That was just terrible.
Ain't there some nigga shit to name somebody after a city? The black name.
Cleveland is
Cleveland.
really white people name, but that's a whole nother
Florida.
Florida is a black black name.
Black people love to name somebody a city or a car.
Dallas, Houston,
Porsche.
All these.
Damn, man. He love it, man.
Charlotte.
What is wrong with us?
This
Like,
conversation
where we
definitely
at?
took it.
Let's name him Jackson.
This ain't got nothing to do with
At all.
Black
At all.
Fields.
man.
Name that nigga Boba Chip.
I couldn't think of any other black cartoons.
No,
Because my cousin Skeeter, didn't really count as a puppet, but then the rest of the people are real.
Yeah, because all the other black cartoons had black characters, but they were like Cops. Bulletproof Vest was the like the chief, but he wasn't. He ain't do nothing. He was just a chief. There wasn't no other black characters.
Big as a mom.
He big. He wasn't chief. There wasn't no other characters. Superstars.
Harold was black on Hey Arnold.
See what I'm saying?
Skeeter was black on Doug. I don't care what nobody say. Skeeter was black. He was
I mean, yeah.
Aquamarine.
He
was
was
black.
man.
He was black.
That boy was.
He wasn't a nigga.
He was black.
So let's make him blue so he can be acceptable by the white kid.
He was anybody. Blue.
Don't make that boy brown.
But we'll claim it.
He had nigga hair.
Yeah, he did.
He did have nigga hair.
Excuse me. We'll claim anybody just so we can have some inclusivity.
Skeeter would. He
Is
wanted
that
us.
a word? I don't even know this word. But yeah, we'll claim anybody.
Man, that fun.
All right, man. So we gonna go into the retirement party segment, and our guest this evening told us that we need to retire Florida Evans, but we already know. I ain't finna get it.
Damn.
I'm gonna take the positive route. And I'm gonna say we need to retire these networks and streaming services that won't allow us to see these great black sitcoms that we miss so much.
Amen.
Because you can only watch Martin and Fresh Prince so many damn times, man.
That's all.
They
HBO
got-
Max just gonna give you that.
They got way more sitcoms than that. BET, you a black network with terrible programs.
Yeah, black network by way of fire.
Hey man, start putting Amen Marathon on Sunday or something.
Maybe
Anything.
Tubi can do it. Tubi got everything else.
And that would force people to have to. I ain't finna say nothing else about that. Them people that ain't paying us. They would have to force them to.
See, not everybody else.
I'm just saying.
Tubi, cut the check.
But for real, man, like it's way more shows in syndication, and it's not just BET showing them. It's like you see them on Nickelodeon, Nick at Night, stuff like that. Like, bro, it's so much. Now you can watch this on some channels, but you got to. That's your friend. But you got to watch it. I don't know, man.
Check the Vibe Controls. Check the Vibe Controls page. I'm laughing so hard. Check the Vibe Controls page, man. I got to post this, and I told y'all it's mainly like kidding from the Parenthood.
Excuse me.
This is amazing.
But yeah, man, just retire those. We need to see more of these. A lot of sitcoms. Some of these people like. Some, we might not like some of them, but it'd be good to see some of this stuff on TV. Just kind of relive it, and just to see people that look like us on network TV. That's not a lot. We don't see a lot of that no more outside of Blackish and Abbott Elementary, and in the Wonder Years, which is also a really, really great show. If you have not watched the new version of the Wonder Years that is narrated by Don Cheadle, it's good. It's really, really good. Very underrated. So yeah, that's it. That's all we got. Thank y'all for tapping in with us with the Vibe Controls. This was fun. So of course, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at the Vibe Controllers. You can listen to our podcast on SoundCloud and YouTube. Just search the Vibe Controllers. Please make sure you like and share those episodes so we can be pushed up in the algorithm, so we can get more people to listen and like, and also comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know what kind of ideas you have. We can be reached at thevibecontrollers@gmail.com. We have some awesome sponsorship opportunities available. So if you want to book, you want to like put up your stuff on the podcast, let us know. We'll give you some info. It's real cheap. It's cost efficient. You know, we got to pay these bills. We appreciate y'all in advance. I think that is all. If you get a chance, please go back, check out. We went live before we shot this episode or recorded this episode, so y'all go check us out on Facebook, Instagram. Check out that live video. We had a lot of good fun. As always, man, we like to leave y'all with a little nugget. You know, something to just kind of push you through the week and get you through whatever week you're going through, whenever you listen. Typically we do a nugget. Today I'm not gonna do a nugget. I'm just gonna do a dedication. Man, we got a good friend that's kind of going through, and so we just want a shot. I ain't gonna say her name, but you know, she knows who she is. But you know, we just keeping her in our prayers and keeping her lifted up. And you know what I'm saying? She's a great individual, really good person, and I think you know, the message in all this is that, you know, I know Merck says it all the time. You gotta love on your people while they're here, and especially when they're going through tough times. They need that love the most. So you know, well, I say it, man. So Stephanie, we love you, man. We praying for you. Keep on fighting. We gonna keep on praying. And you know, anybody who listening, you know, lift up the name of our good friend Stephanie Griffin in your prayers. And we know God to be a healer, and He gonna do what He always do, because that's what He do.
Right, and can't nobody do it like He do it when He do it.
And that's it. And especially this week, He sure enough did. He made a decision this week. I ain't gonna get into that, but you know, your church folk know He made a decision. He decided to die for us so that we may live.
They put Him in a bar or two.
But
3 days later,
I'm just trying to tell you, look,
He got up with what? All power.
I this week right here
In His hand.
I get foolish this week.
In His hand. Not hand. All power in His hand.
He ain't have to do it, Steve, but He decided. He decided He was gonna live for me.
Why hast thou forsaken me?
You hear me?
But He still went.
Knew that man was finna turn it back on. Knew it. I still got you, brother. Y'all, don't nobody love you like Jesus. You hear me? Then they went back to try to find him.
He ain't there.
Where he was at?
You don't know where he is? Matter of fact, the first person to see him, you know what it was? A woman. Come on, ladies. Proverbs.
They done went back to look. They done went back
Proverbs
to look.
31. Proverbs 31. Ain't that right? Come on. First one to see him.
I'm just saying, he gone. That's all I got to say. I ain't gonna get excited. Happy Holy Week, people.
Man came around the corner
I'm
floating.
telling you, the work was done. 33 years old. He did it in 3 years, though. That's another word for y'all.
Come on, 333. Y'all ain't out here.
That's another
Miracle
word.
signs and wonders. Y'all need to get in your back.
So don't worry about where you at in your life. Don't be trying to think you ain't got time to do it. Hey, no better time than the present. I'm telling you.
Please listen. You in
There it is right there.
Reverend Cocky McFly is giving us this good word. As Deacon Murphy Williams, please go to the vibecontrols@gmail.com and contribute to this ministry so we can continue it going. That's all I'm saying. Y'all stay up, stay blessed, and stay free. Y'all share that news.
Man, 2 fingers up me. 2 fingers up me. Peace to the side because I'm chilling, man. We out here.